I think the scariest costume you could put on for Halloween would be Liz Cheney. You'll get no candy at anyone's door.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about Kari Lake. Yeah, I know. I've been talking about her a lot this week, but man, she has been making headlines, okay? And she has been eviscerating the media and her opponent, Katie Hobbs, who is still too scared to debate Kari Lake, despite the fact that Kari Lake has now taken a massive 11-point lead over Katie Hobbs. That is what came out in a shock poll earlier this week, as Kari Lake, again, has been consistently leading in the Arizona governor race ever since Katie Hobbs basically refused to debate. So, with that being said, the establishment Republicans are freaking out about this, and they are trying to undermine Kari Lake, because Kari Lake is not an establishment Republican. She's an America First Republican, and establishment Republicans don't like America First Republicans. If you guys haven't figured that out by now, I don't know what else to tell you. But what we have here is Liz Cheney trying to influence the Arizona governor race by essentially endorsing the Democrats that are running against America First Republicans that she does not like. And I want to go ahead and show you footage of her ad, MSNBC's coverage of her ad, before we get into Kari Lake's response. Take a look.
Vaughn, you have the latest on the first ad buy for Cheney's new PAC.
Right, and this is the first media buy by the new PAC that Liz Cheney formed after her primary loss in Wyoming to Harriet Hageman. This is really the next act for Liz Cheney, not only campaigning for Slotkin up in that competitive House district up in Michigan, but now here in Arizona. Beginning today, a new 30-second ad is hitting the airwaves in which she is targeting the Republican candidacies of Kari Lake and Mark Finchem. Take a listen.
I don't know that I have ever voted for a Democrat, but if I lived in Arizona, I absolutely would. You have a candidate for governor, Kari Lake. You have a candidate for Secretary of State, Mark Finchem, both of whom have said that they will only honor the results of an election if they agree with it. And if you care about the survival of our republic, we cannot give people power who will not honor elections. We must have elected officials who honor that responsibility.
Liz Cheney was here in the state just earlier this month, in which she was addressing a crowd at the McCain Institute here down the road in Tempe. But this is her next act, really putting the money where the mouth is here in terms of trying to boost the Democratic candidacies of the candidates for governor and Secretary of State against those election-denying Republicans who are backed by Donald Trump.
Yeah, so all the Democrats and establishment Republicans that are putting money behind Liz Cheney and her new PAC, they're setting their money on fire, right? They're literally burning their money on fire, because I think that the opposite effect is what you're going to get, right? I don't think they're going to get the intended result from Liz Cheney coming out here and campaigning against America First Republicans. And Kari Lake caught wind of this political ad from Liz Cheney and had a message for Liz Cheney, as she actually clowned Liz Cheney, right? And also told Liz Cheney that, hey, your ad actually is just making us stronger. Take a look.
Let's bring in now, though, Arizona gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake, who joins us this morning. Kari, we're glad to have you on the program this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Happy Halloween early. I can't wait to see what they're going to transform you into.
You and me both. You and me both, Kari. It's great to have you. We really appreciate it. You know, you've been on the trail, a number of appearances that have that amongst conservatives have really galvanized folks as far as how you fight back against the media and characterizations of candidates. There's also an ad running in Arizona right now attacking you from a familiar Republican, well, sort of Republican face. Here's, debatably, here's 10 seconds of that ad, and it features Liz Cheney.
I don't know that I have ever voted for a Democrat, but if I lived in Arizona, I absolutely would. We cannot give people power who will not honor elections.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Here's a portion of your open letter back to Liz Cheney. You wrote, "My team tells me your commercial should add another 10 points to our lead." I guess that's why they call the Cheney anti-endorsement the gift that keeps on giving. Quite an endorsement, Kari.
My goodness, I'm telling you, she is going to be our best fundraiser yet. We have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars since her ad started and since we put that letter out. She's just, she's hated by both sides right now. I mean, we're actually bringing Democrats over to our movement. They don't like Liz Cheney either. And for her to think that she can come into Arizona and try to influence this election, it's comical, it's sad, and a little bit scary. I think the scariest costume you could put on for Halloween would be Liz Cheney. You'll get no candy at anyone's door.
No, she is definitely lacks charisma, let's just say it that way, which is something that I think you have in spades.
Yeah, so Kari Lake essentially roasted Liz Cheney by saying that the scariest outfit or costume you could wear on Halloween would be Liz Cheney. And I actually agree, because Liz Cheney has a resting, for lack of a better term, honestly, I'm not going to say it, right? You guys should know what I'm trying to say. But Liz Cheney has a resting cry face. That's the way I'm going to phrase it. She has a resting cry face. It always looks like she is crying, right? She always looks like she just finished crying every time you see her. No matter what picture you Google, this is what it looks like. She always looks sad. So, I mean, I guess, I would too if I was a miserable, failed politician like her. But I'm just saying. I think Kari Lake is right. The scariest costume that you could wear for Halloween would be Liz Cheney, right? I actually do believe that. And I think that Kari Lake is also right about Liz Cheney actually helping Kari Lake. Anytime Liz Cheney runs an ad against America First Republicans like Kari Lake. And the reason why is because these people, Liz Cheney, the establishment Republicans, the establishment Democrats, they're out of touch, right? They don't really understand politics because they're too busy listening to DC strategists who don't really understand anything, right? They really do believe that Liz Cheney and her endorsements actually is going to sway people in the Republican Party who absolutely hate Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney lost by a historic amount during the primary, okay? She's been thoroughly rejected by the Republican Party. So what actually is going to happen, what is more likely to happen, is that anybody that Liz Cheney endorses, Republicans are actually going to say, there's no way I'm voting for that person, right? There's no way I will vote for that person. In fact, I'm actually going to go and vote for their opponent. That's exactly what Republicans are going to do, okay? An endorsement from Liz Cheney is like poison, right? It really is. It's political poison if you're trying to get Republicans to vote for that person. Also, if you're trying to get Democrats to vote for that person as well, too, because Liz Cheney is hated among Democrats, right? So again, Liz Cheney's endorsement is literally worth nothing. In fact, you should pay her not to endorse you, right? If I was a Democrat, I'd be like, look, Cheney, here's a couple grand to not endorse me. Do not endorse me. Don't mention my name. Don't bring me up. You don't know me, okay? Because you're toxic. You're toxic. Nobody likes Liz Cheney. So again, I 100% believe it that Kari Lake probably has raised more money over the past few days from Liz Cheney endorsing her opponent, which is hilarious because all the money that she's getting is coming from Democrats and establishment Republicans. And it's almost like that money, anytime she spends that money to attack America First Republicans, that actually just makes America First Republicans stronger. So it's almost like Democrats and establishment Republicans are simply just funding America First Republicans, right? With these ads, okay? Because these ads that are against America First Republicans are actually seen as, okay, this is a green light. I actually should go out here and vote for these people. If Liz Cheney doesn't like her, then that must mean I definitely like her, right? That must mean I should vote for her if Liz Cheney does not like her. Again, absolutely amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff. Liz Cheney, retire, go work for Raytheon, Lockheed Martin. Go and fulfill your destiny. That is what you are supposed to do. Because right now, you're an embarrassment and you're a joke. Like, you're literally a joke. People are clowning you, okay? People are clowning you. But hey, you know, if she want to continue to use campaign funds to essentially promote MAGA / America First Republicans, great. Be my guest. I'm pretty sure that they don't mind the free campaign funds being used to essentially bring more attention to America First Republicans. Because again, anybody that you don't like is definitely somebody that I'll be more than happy to go and vote for. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.